Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Random Rants with Random, with your host today, Random. So I'm doing another one of my pre-ride rundowns. You guys seem to like them so much, so I'll keep doing them. So what have I done to Katie this week? Well, not much, but she's been leaking out her bits a little bit for the last few rides, but then on the last ride, the leaking out her bits got a bit more dramatic. So I decided I'd buy one of those seal doctors. Look online, seal doctor. You can do the same thing with carefully cut bits of ice cream lid, or even bank cards or credit cards are pretty good. What you do is you go up under the seal and you go around the seal and it pushes all the gunk out. So at the moment, it looks like it's fixed the leak. And I'll also say if you don't have these on here, I highly recommend getting them. They'd been on there for probably 5 years without me touching them. I know I should service a bit more. But when I pulled them off, they were very clean inside. I was expecting them to be gunky and full of dirt and mud. But these things keep your fork seals and forks in really good condition. Once I started running them, I stopped getting leaking fork seals. And Katie's fork seal hasn't leaked for probably 10 years now. So we'll see how that goes. But for some reason, the seal doctor, I couldn't get in the other fork leg. So I don't know what was going on there, but that fork leg wasn't leaking. So I didn't get too rough in case I made it leak. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't know why it didn't work in the other seal. Maybe it's a bit hard and dry, not too sure. But since I haven't done this much this week, I'll take you through 2 custom bits I made for Katie when I first bought her. One of them was a bash plate, but I was a bit silly. I put little blocks in it and I bottomed out on one of the blocks and it actually dented my frame. So I went and bought a proper B&B bash plate and that's worked brilliantly ever since. These new plastic chopping board bash plates are very popular now because they cover the linkages and whatnot, but Katie doesn't have any of them. So that's all good. So the custom bits I made. First one, this exhaust guard. I made that one myself to fit in there. You could buy them back in the day, so I decided, but I made one because I am a boilermaker and I was working with aluminium at the time. So, and you may notice the custom shaping to it. That took me hours in the shed of panel beating to get that custom shape. Nah, true story, I stacked it on a log. And I smashed my leg between the log and the bike. And when I picked it up, my leg had bent that aluminium to a perfect shape. So I was quite happy with that little happy accident. And then the other custom bit I made when I first bought Katie was the brake guard. I made that myself. And what's different to this brake guard is that it's actually encapsulates the disc. So I've fully encapsulated it. A lot of nowadays ones, they're all just the fin. So never had a problem with that. It's worked quite well ever since I put it on. So I was very happy with that hand-built piece of customization. So yeah, they're the 2 custom bits I've made for Katie and have stayed on it. And some people might say, why have you got that daggy big standard taillight on there? Well, when I got new plastics for it, I got the EXC plastics, and underneath here there's 3 plastic pins, and if you don't put something there to cover the pins, they get broken off by the back tire. And I did have one of the sleek little enduro tail lights back in the day, but it got smashed up, and this one was sitting there, the stock standard one, sitting there in perfect nick. Now it looks a bit big and daggy, compared to some, but not too bad overall. And it was sitting there and it protected the plastic spikes. So there you go. So Katie's ready to go once again today. So I'm back once again at Plath Road Loop, and I'm going to the left again. And I know I've been here 3 times in a row now, but you know what they say, familiarity breeds contempt. So it will be a bit different today. I'm going to the left again because the big hill up there, I had an absolute blast going up it last week. So I'm looking forward to doing the hill. But what I'm really looking forward to is I found a little piece of brand new single track that I've never ever seen or ridden before off the side of this track to the right. So I'm going to go through and we're going to explore this brand new piece of single track together. Never been on it again. Like I said, I've been riding this track 20 years ago and haven't ridden it really since. So it's good that I've been riding in this area like for 30 years on and off and can still find new tracks. So see how we go. Looking forward to it, doing a brand new track. So let's see how we go. Katie's ready to go. So now I just got to get ready to go and then we'll go. All right, guys, keep it real on the back wheel. Oh yeah, weather report. Another beautiful day up here in far north Queensland. Once again, coming over a little bit more overcast than the last couple of times, so nothing wrong with that, makes it cool. And if it happens to rain, it wets the dust down a bit. So a lot of tracks up here, they really like a little bit of rain on them. So we'll see how we go today. So like I say, I'm not heading to the left, I'm heading to the right. And we'll see how we go. Brand new tracks. Keep it real on the back wheel.